Alright guys, welcome to this VOD of sorts, in which we will be doing world maintenance. I do not know if y'all have seen the previous world tour that you streamed before this one, but some things have changed. We're going to actually work on changing some things on the world. Those primarily being roads, just some quality of life things. We're going to add some villager housing. I'm going to work on a striker's base, if he so allows. I've already messaged him. Think. Another last message. Well, Striker, if you see this, I'm going to work on your base. Tired of it sitting empty. We're going to fill that island near the space elevator. Okay? Okay, good. Nice to not have him argue with me. Anyway. I'm going to work on making this world a tad bit better. In terms of quality of life. I'm going to add some other things. I'm not going to remove some things. Well, we are going to remove some things, but those might be dirt blocks among other things. So we're going to go over and we're going to do a preliminary world check. Some ships will be added tonight. I'm just letting that be known now. However, those are going to be off stream because I'm not trying to get copyright infringements. Ships that you see, such as the Iowa in front of me, that's being blocked by the pole, is credited to Garrett 2x4. I will point out the ships that are my own custom designs, however. The most of the credit is to Garrett 2x4. If you want to check out his tutorials, I'll put a link in the description after the stream has ended to his bathtub builds playlist. He's a great builder, and half of his builds are why I build my own, because they complement each other, at least in my opinion, super well. For reference, for those who are wondering if I do this in survival, this is in creative. This was all built in creative. So let's get on with that preliminary check. Roll call of all ships. We'll get to that in a minute. We got Iowa, Grass B, Oregon, Enterprise Belfast, Forest by Arizona, Bismarck, Galaxy class Orion. Again, we'll get to that here in a minute. Graf Zeppelin, Z-23, Ayanami, Hood. Okay, so this, if y'all remember the previous stream, I had Constellation class. This is the Galaxy class. This is the newest generation of battle carrier. I know a lot of people are not so keen on battle carriers, but this is what I define as a battle carrier, minus the bow part. That's just a signature piece for me. Some things, if we go over to Hood real quick, I want you to notice how the turrets are placed. Turret 4 is the lowest, turret 2 is the highest. Then if we come back to, I'm using a controller that I usually use for Ace Combat or Grand Theft Auto, so it's going to be a bit buggy. Anyway, notice how turret 1 is the lowest and turret 3 is the tallest or highest. You got planes on the deck even. This is, in my mind, battle carriers are used for shore bombardment, shore harassment. But if you catch your broadside, you're going to catch hell. Why are there no lifeboats? Well, there's 4, 2 on each side. We got 4 CWIS placements. We have, pretty sure, more than enough anti-air, but more could be added. So the anti-air is yes. The skeleton skulls, or the with their skeleton skulls are representing torpedo launchers? And the answer to those is yes. Pretty much a very advanced ship. Helicopters are up here. Fixed-wing aircraft and VTOL and drones are all back here. Primarily drones. Because this is supposed to serve as a shore assault capital ship. You got shore bombardment on board, you got drones. Essentially, you're bringing the artillery and the drones with you. But high seas wise, this would fit really well and have a numerical advantage with the numerical disadvantage. If it was a one on entire Royal Navy, such as Bismarck, it would have an advantage because there's no rangefinders, there's less crew. And the guns, they're not even guns, they're max. Or magnetic accelerators. Traditional guns with magnets. Anyway, so that's the roll call over here. We need to go off this way. We're not going to count the shipwreck off to our right. Like I said, I apologize if it does jerk a lot. It's the I'm using a different controller. The controller I would normally use for this is being derpy. Okay, that's already done. And I'm saying that in the nicest way I can put it. In the not so nicest way I can put it is being R-word. Because you can't be blunt on the YouTubes. YouTube doesn't like it because they're a bunch of pansies. Yeah, this is all new. This whole road thing, that's all new. If y'all didn't see that. If it was even in the last stream. This is going to be a base. Eventually. We're working on bases. We got an avalanche shed. Or snow shed as the Southern Pacific calls it. Wait for this glitch to fix itself. I can somehow fall through and still land on grass. Hey game, I would just worry about the surface and not all the caves and whatnot underground. Because I'm gonna worry about the surface first. That fixed it. Of course it's gonna get dark. Everything seems to be in place. Chicago, the Sullivans, which I guess I've officially designated that Fletcher class over there. Oh lordy. Yeah, Striker, you're gonna get a bunch more boats here or ships here in the coming days. Yamato's not coming first. Troll gone bad for those who do not know. And if that troll's here, time to go annoy a troll. Love it. Especially when they try and come and troll me because they're all a bunch of retards. Oops, demonetized. Don't care. Look at how finished this is. It's like new. It's got that new undersea tunnel smell. Wait, that could just be the space elevator. We got another new entrance if that wasn't shown already. Yeah, troll who fucked this world up, fuck you. I will point it out. The tunnels literally like along here. You can practically see it. But it's hard to see, which is the point. Here's Striker's base where we will be working. We're not going to be adding structures, except for maybe these light posts who light up along here. We're mainly going to be working on, that's all gravel for some reason. We're mainly going to be working on filling this all in, except for where the volcano is. In fact, we might actually stop this thing from erupting, which is going to be easy enough. And then turn it all into a mix of basalt and coarse dirt. Got a tug over there. And that should be pretty much it. Yeah, I'm also gonna get that thing out because I don't want it. Just making sure of things real quick. What in the world is over here? Sandbar! Let's get rid of that real quick before I think it's another boat. Or a wreck that I might have built and forgotten about. There we go. Okay, that's an ocean thing. Then I think we might also work on that thing over there. Bridge is finally complete though. Yep, that bridge is finally complete. It could use a bit of work though. Okay, that's preliminary world inspection done, for the island at least. I know exactly what's up there. I don't want to show it right now because then that's all gonna despawn and all of over there is gonna, well, it's already despawned, but you get the point. This ain't necessarily Ace Combat, where I can just load the entire map and have the space elevator show from a million miles away. So where am I gonna start first? Good question. We're actually gonna start nowhere. I just need to get some dirt. Like I said, this is world maintenance. Sprucing things up, no major projects. For anyone who sees this in the future, I have an announcement coming up regarding my model train collection if anyone does that kind of thing. I'm not a fan of it anymore, not falling for the scam, so that should kind of give people a hint. Kind of. Anything that's natural generation, I'll leave alone. Seawall's good. Over here might need some work. And this is gonna annoy the crap out of me, but I'll just let it be because that's natural. I really do want to put in the bridge over there. I'm not going to. Sorry for struggling around. Again, controller, it's not the controller I would normally use. We could work on that, but that'd be like our only project. There's a ton of maintenance that needs done at the canal though. That might be where we need to go because everything here seems to be in check. Now we could watch me struggle with mass trying to build another couple of arch bridges or another one of those. Or put an intersection on the bridge, which I would not do in case one of the bridge segments collapses. Let's go over here then. Now that's kind of cool. I would, back in ye old days, and back before this kind of thing was even possible, I would build a base down here. Surrounded on all sides so I got a natural wall. If it was big enough, I would build farms. I'd easily punch a tunnel through that. That'd be like a quick 5 minutes. And we got a water tower over here already. Okay. So where are our borders? And there. Then I remember saying that this had the shoreline as its border. And the person who wanted to take this section of base got annoyed with me because I said they couldn't have any ships or boats. Because my base is already right there. Let's change the game rules. Yep, everyone who joins is now. That TNT does not explode. No one else is in the game. Okay. I'll just need flint and steel, and then we'll continue this road. Might actually, how big is this hill? It does join up. Not too big. So we'll get a forest fire going, and then we'll add a road. There are natural fire breaks, I would think. If not, I'll get started on those. For new Minecrafters, the minimum fire break is 3 blocks. And get all that burned down, create a fire break here. You might also build a road up to, where is it? The water tower. However, first I think we need to delete the hill. You're just a lone tree, so you'll be the fire break. How are we looking over here? Almost done. And that was my phone. Yeah, this would be a question I would ask Striker if Striker's even watching. Striker, if you're watching, chat it. Get rid of this volcano or no? I prefer a structurally sound island. And having volcanoes under you, it's not necessarily structurally sound. You get a bunch of floating leaves. Okay, after a whole bunch of deforestation, we can actually make some progress. Then we'll burn down what I need to over time. Add dirt to fill. No. Barn the train in the background, or what will be in the background. Can't control it. Wish I had a no horn zone. Good thing the window's closed. So what's gonna get put over here? I have no clue. Like I said, pardon the train. Go away, train. Like I said, pardon it. I do not control them. I do not time when they come through. So figured I might as well talk a bit about that announcement I want to make. If you go down into the description of this video, you should see a very obvious hint to some of the things that will be changing with the channel. I'm going to be dropping the CSX68 part of my user. That bit of my username has been around since I was 13. Well, I've been using it since I was 13. And how I picked that user was actually what's outside right now. Most people will be like, no crap. The actual locomotive that the first part of my username is, which is CSX68, actually passed by my house when I was looking for a username, and that was quick and simple. For railfan, CSX68 is an AC44. When I picked the username, or found the username, or the username passed me, whatever you want to put it as, she was still in YN2, or Yellow Nose 2. Fill that in because you're supposed to be dirt. Might as well grab oak fences and whatnot. So yeah, the CSX68 part of my username is very old, and I'm actually glad to be putting it to rest. Okay, not all the water towers are actually accessible by road. I do want to make that a bit of a difference between this one. So tower 6, I do want to make that a bit of a difference. And yes, there are 6 bases on this world, so 6 towers. Face at that for a second while I get comfortable in my seat. We'll push the road close thing back. How does it look from here? Good, actually. Now, how do I bring the road around? You could go like that. Or the road will slope down, or I turn the road 90 degrees, turn it again, then we follow the terrain down. That'll involve cutting into the hill and adding some retaining walls, but that shouldn't be too hard of a project. In fact, right here would actually be a good spot. So I'll pull this back. This for row 4, the other 2, 3. This dirt would have actually been pushed into this little crevice here to fill it in. We'll put a retaining wall there. For now, we'll put that there. Dang it. That's how much of a delay there is. And I have the playback going on to my left, and I just finished the 3rd row as I'm finishing it there. Behave, controller. Alright, well, it's somewhat accessible. There you go, y'all can naturally decay now. And there's another one. Hate trains. If that wasn't enough of a dead ringer already. And we will keep on bringing her down. It's actually going to level out for a minute. If the controller keeps acting up, I will actually have to, unfortunately, for me, if the train will shut up. I will have to, unfortunately, end the stream because reasons. That's what we call a creeper death trap. We'll fill that right on in. Any other trees around? Yes, plenty. Okay. Okay, controller. Pansies would be scared by that. It does not scare me anymore. I have nothing to be scared of in this game, as I have made it my domain. Okay, let's see how steep this is. Fairly steep, okay. So I say we bring it here. And it descends at every... The slope will descend at 1 block for every 4. And it gets real steep really quick. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So we need to actually push back. Do I say here? If the controller will stop acting up. Quit it, controller. The controller thinks I'm hitting the pushing forward on the joystick even though I'm not. This controller's old, so it's fault. And for those who are saying that I can just simply go and upgrade it, how about you take a look at gas right now? Okay? And see if you'd pay that. Thought so. Keep quiet. I could have left you. Okay, we descended down 3 blocks. We could turn this way, wrap around, and then finish descending. Which might actually be wise. Trying to keep fires down to a minimum as well. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna have to end the stream. The controller's acting up and I'm getting frustrated with it. Sorry this didn't take too long. There should be an announcement in a couple of days. Well, as late as a couple of days. As soon as tomorrow, I'll actually get over to somewhere that's much more pleasant to me, at least. Here we are. So there should be an announcement as early as later tonight and as late as a couple of days from now. And then within the next, as soon as this stream ends practically, I'm going to actually put in the username adjustment thing. So I'll no longer be going by CS668, it'll just be Orion. And then whatever the last part of the name is, that's the last part of the name is. So I'll use my old gamer tag and sign off with it one last time. CS668 out.